Hello everyone, welcome to our math project video. Today our topic is application of direct and inverse proportion in daily life. We're group 1, which consists of me, Terry, Bella, and Maya. And in this video, we'll show you what these two types of proportion mean and how they appear in real life.
So now let's start. So I'll be explaining about the direct proportion. So what exactly is direct proportion? Direct proportion happens when two things change together. When one goes up, the other goes up too. For example, if you buy twice as many chips, you spend twice as much money. The formula is y equals kx, where k is the constant of proportionality. Simple, right?
Here's an example of direct proportion. Maya buys apples for 128,000 rupiah every week from the grocery store. Assuming that the price stays constant and she always buys the same amount of apples, how much money will she spend on apples in 12 weeks? The answer to this is that she would spend that much rupiah in 12 weeks. But how do we get that?
First, we know the total cost is proportional to the number of weeks. So we use y equals kx. So step 1 is to identify the constant k. The constant k is 128,000. Then you multiply 128,000 with 12 to get the final answer, 1,536,000. So in total, the money spent is 1,536,000 rupiah. That's direct proportion. When weeks increase, total cost increases too. Now we can move on to the third step, which is to check if the answer was correct. So basically, it's just reversing the steps, which is to divide 1,536,000 by 12. And if you got 128,000, then that means your answer was correct.
Let's talk about inverse proportion. Inverse means the opposite. So when one value goes up, the other goes down. For example, if you travel faster, the time it takes to reach your destination becomes shorter. The formula of inverse proportion is y equals to k over x. That's how we show an inverse relationship. Here's an example. The distance between Terry's house and school is 10 kilometers. If Terry goes to school at 50 kilometers per hour and it takes 12 minutes, calculate how long it'll take if she went to school at 20 kilometers per hour. So for the first step, we have to find the constant. 50 times 1 over 5 equals to 10. The reason why we put 1 over 5 instead of 12 is because we're looking for our variable is in kilometers per hour and not kilometers per minute. And 12 minutes is 1/5 of an hour. After that, we divide 10 by 20. We get 20 by replacing the 50. And then we get 20 by replacing the 50 with 20. From that, we get 10 over 20 or 1 over 2. 1 over 2 or half an hour is 30 minutes. So that means it takes 30 minutes at 20 kilometers per hour for Terry to go from her house to school. That's inverse proportion. Speed goes down and time goes up. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for listening to our video, and I hope that you learned something. Bye bye.